What is up, YouTube? It's prime time, Monday, time for a new video. So I had a blast playing my first ever paintball game yesterday, organized by Red Dynasty Paintball Park. It was a 100 versus 100 scenario game played at Fairway Club at Jurong. I have to say, it was very fun, and I would obviously like to go to another game of this caliber again. So I'm just gonna play you the video, and I'll just talk you through what I experienced in my first ever paintball game. So, but first of all, a big shout out to Red Dynasty Paintball Park. Here's the event T-shirt. I don't know if you can see this. Yep, okay. There's the paintball event T-shirt. There's the back. So yeah, shout out to Red Dynasty Paintball Park and to Kick-Ass Tactical, Force 21, Aim Spec, World of Tactical for sponsoring the event, and of course the media team of Aerial Sharks, Kelvin Ngui Photography, I'm terribly sorry if I said that wrong, Red Turtle Media, and I4U Photography, all of which I will put the link down in the description below. Okay, so as you can see here, it's okay. For that, shout out to Jonathan. I met him in the game in the morning session because both of us were alone and we kicked it off. Okay, so the volume is kind of muted because I'm using the waterproof casing for my SJ4000. Reason being is I don't want to get any stray paints actually damaging the lens. I don't know if that's a thing, but it was just a precautionary measure. But yeah, at the expense of actually muting the whole video, so you can't really actually hear what's going around, and that's why I'm here to actually talk you through it. You can mute this video as well and just look through the video. It's no problem. Okay, there are two teams, blue team and red team. I'm currently in the blue team. So there's two sessions, morning and afternoon. This is currently the morning session. The blue team's defending, and vice versa in the afternoon session. So, oh, there you can see Totoro there. Totoro! Okay, so you can see the general giving out instructions to the lot of us. There's about, I think, 99 or 98 of us for the morning sessions. Close to about 100. Totoro! Okay, so the general's giving out battle instructions to us, and yeah, you can see everyone geared up in military fatigues and all that. There were a few amazing costumes, like you can see there, Totoro. There was an outlaw guy. There was actually a pilot in a pilot suit. Okay, so here we are just volunteering to protect the satellite dish, and the game kind of started out late because I think distributing all the markers and all the mask took quite a bit of time, and actually the safety briefing took quite a bit of time as well. But that's no big deal. So yeah, we're split into a few different teams to actually defend different objectives. So yeah. Okay, so what I realized was that my camera angle was a bit tilted too high, which should not have been the case. I should have tilted down a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing from my point of view. But now it's just how it is. So I'm sure there are better videos out there, but this is mine and what I experienced. So I'm just sharing this point of view for you guys. You can see there, Attack on Titans, Recon Corps. Big shout out to you, fellow AOT fan here. So this is the respawn point, one of the respawn point for us, and we make our way through to our starting point. So nothing happens much here except for, as you can see, the refs, the police shield and all that. So yeah, I'll just fast forward this part to actually where we are stationed and getting ready to prepare for battle. As you can see, this the derelict building here. It's really run down, which makes it perfect setting actually to hold a scenario based game like this, and especially this many people, which I think is the biggest game in paintball history thus far in Singapore. So it's a blast. So I really hope to actually come here and do this. Well prepared, hopefully I might add. Because apparently I didn't have any place to actually put spare paints in. So I took out my army bottle and just stuffed everything inside. And I'll show you what happens later. Okay, so we've reached our spots for defending. As you can see there, the white umbrella, the satellite dish. So you can see there was a lot of places where we can use to defend, or camp if you like, guys would like to use the better term for it. And yeah, the red team is heading towards their build-up point. And you can see it's a very large area to cover actually. So you might say, it looks kind of small. No, it's not. It is not small. As you can see the satellite area. So a lot of you can see that there's a few planted bushes and tall lalangs to actually conceal ourselves. It's great because some of us were actually wearing our army camos, and let me tell you, the army camos really work in places like this. Because personally, in a first-hand experience, I've actually stood next to a tree before, and the person who I was waiting for did not actually see me until she came quite close to where I was. So yeah, it really worked, the camouflage. So this is a perfect area for us. Okay, so normally, army guys see a bush, runs to it. So there's actually 3 of us here in this I don't know if you want to call this vegetation. So everyone else was taking cover like behind the tree, behind the telephone pole and all that. But yeah, to me, this is the best area of concealment for me. And I'll tell you why. Cause yeah, high kneel makes myself a bigger target, but once you go prone, that's quite a good concealment actually. So yeah, instead of 3 people, now there's about 5 people in that same vegetation. So yeah, hopefully there was no friendly fire going on, because that shot of distance is gonna hurt. I got hit a few times. Don't know if you can see this. Yeah. I wouldn't say it hurt. It just stings a bit. As you can see there. Yeah. Not sure if you can see that, but yeah, got hit in these few areas. Left a mark. Very proud of it actually. It's my first paintball bruise. So yeah, so now we're just waiting for the game to start actually. So I think the video will cut out here, and I will have to continue later. As it was my first time playing paintball, so I'm still not used to actually shooting it. So it's kind of a thrill actually to actually try it out the first few times. So yeah, it took quite a while to actually wait for the red team to advance. But once they did, it was all hell broke loose. I'm not sure how many people I tagged, but I would say at least one. Come on, I mean, I really hope I actually tagged someone. So yeah, it was quite a hot day, and okay. So what happened to my bottle was, I clipped it to my pants, but when I was proning, I wanted to make it easier for me to actually reload it, so I took it off. I think I took it off here and put it next to me, and you'll see why. So yeah, I'll just fast forward this bit right here. Okay, so yeah, so did you manage to see someone there? Cause that's where our army camouflage did the trick. It really blends us in towards our surroundings. So yeah, that's the part where the guy was high kneeling was quite, the branches are quite close together, so you can't really make out, you can't really make him out in that area. So I wasn't aware that the game has yet to start, so I'm just trying out my marker here. Everyone else was trying their marker, so I thought I'll do the same. So yeah, you can see I popped quite a few. Did the match start? Yeah, okay, fine. The match already started. So you can see there that everyone was behind the other vegetation in the other area. So yeah, I think I got that guy. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I hope I get that guy though. So yeah, I squeezed the trigger a few times, managed to pop a few rounds off. And yeah, I saw, I think they didn't see us before, because it took them quite a while to actually shot back at our location. So I think our camo and the place where we choose really helped. So I was trying to move around a bit, trying to get a better shot, because all I'm hitting now for now was just trees. And for paintball, there's no zeroing, so you have to like estimate your shots on where to shoot. So yeah, I got tagged here, and as I was leaving, I didn't realize that I just left my bottle there, and the bottle was filled to the brim with paint. So in a way, I was playing with quite a few, I think about 100 or 200 paint deficit for the morning session. I only realized it when I was in the respawn point. So yeah, by this time I think I was about halfway through my pot. So yeah, you can see most of us didn't actually have pots. They didn't bring pots or did not have pots. So we brought our paint along with the inside of our pockets, which was kind of a bad idea. I mean, if we fall on our sides, then the paint would be gone in a way. So yeah, we're making our way back to the respawn point. So yeah, the guy got hit in the chest area, whereas I got hit, I think, on my helmet, if I'm not wrong. 'Cause I don't recall any face paint all the way throughout. Okay, so this is I'll show you where the respawn is. So this is the respawn point, where there's either 5 minutes. If no one comes to the respawn point in 5 minutes, we'll be respawned. Or if there are already 5 people in and then 6 people comes in, the first 5 will get respawned. So yeah, everyone's refilling their pots right here. Yeah, I think I'm halfway through, so I don't really need to reload, so to speak. So basically, it's just the respawn point is just a tent with meshing at the sides. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward this part because there's nothing much that happens. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, sorry. Yeah, before that, yeah, we got respawned here, and we made our way back. The red team managed to push us all the way back, so we only had this area to fall back to. They pushed us in about, I think, 10 minutes. They managed to push us back to this 100-meter mark. Oh, this was not in full screen, sorry. So yeah, I thought it was a good idea to actually prone here, but I didn't realize that I didn't have much protections from the paint. As you can see, I got tagged again. It's kind of frustrating to actually come out of the spawn point to get tagged and to go back in. So it's not it for me. I should have thought better of it, but I didn't. So I get respawned. You can see it's a very excellent place to play this kind of games. It's very big, very open, and well, our side is quite open. The left side, the right side for the blue team and the left side for the red team is filled with overgrown trees, vegetation, which you will see in my afternoon video. Because I've decided to attack. We decide to attack on the right side for the of the red team's flank. So yeah, back to respawn point. This guy just dropped his pot of paint, so I'm just helping him to pick it up. And there's really nothing much that's happening here. So yeah, I think skip this video. There's another video which I think is just skipped. So yeah, as you can see, we got overrun here again, and we are falling back to the golf range, the driving range. So yeah, I think I got hit here. If I'm not wrong, I think I got hit here while running. I have no idea how in the world they hit me, but I got tagged. So I'm running back to a spawn point. And I mean all those running around was really tiring. Actually, it's been a while since I ran, so again, just respawning, just running for cover, and I got tagged again. I think this is the third time I've been tagged. So keep count. There's a third time. So back to respawn point I go. As you can see here, why I turned the other way was because there's someone inside shooting out as well. So I didn't want to get hit by friendly fire. So I think here I was the first person to come into this respawn point. Such a shame. Okay, so here I am telling the general that we are being overrun on the right side, and that the red force are actually pushing the right flank, and we need to push them back. So into the respawn point I go. And it took quite a period of time to catch a breather here, because by then I was totally beat actually. I mean, kudos to all those that kept their fitness up. Cause yeah, at this point of time I was beat. Plus the weather was beating down on us. Was very hot. And yeah, but by this time I think I shot all of my paintball, so the ref here is just helping me to refill the pot. And yeah, I took 5 full minutes in the respawn point because no one else came. I think there was only about 2 other guys that came in the respawn point, not enough for the full 5-man respawn. So yeah, I took the full 5 minutes in this respawn point, the only respawn point that I took 5 full minutes in. I mean, the mask was a bit of a hassle for me, especially when it's wearing my specs, and it really hindered me a lot, to the point where my spec, which was already broken, I decided to actually just took off the left handle and just leave it hanging, and surprisingly it fits. The mask fits then and there. I mean, with both handles in, the mask couldn't fit without my other handle being in the way. So I just took that off, use one handle, just put the mask on, and good to go. So we're just about to be respawned. Yeah. So yeah, we got respawned here and here. So we got pushed back quite fast, I might add. The red team, well played to the red team. We got pushed quite fast. And now everyone's just trying to find a camp spot actually to kick them off. I mean, there's not much cover that I could find, except, where did I go? Okay, so I ran to the barrels actually to help them out actually, and took a nice slide in, which wasn't very bad for my knee, I might add. I think I busted my knee in early on in the morning game. So the only problem here was that the red team was far out of our reach. We couldn't, our markers didn't reach them at all. So we were, the good thing was they managed to flank us at this barrel. They managed to flank us left and right. So while we were taking on the right, they were coming in by the left flank. So in a way, this is quite an exposed position. As you can see, the guy just got shot again. You can see all the bullets flying out. And I got tagged again. 4th time. My dad. And we'll go to the next clip soon. Okay, so that's about what, my 4th time getting tagged. Yeah, so this part of the clip will be probably the last stretch of clips I have for the morning session. And so yeah, I'm just running back to the respawn point again for the 4th time this game. And you might be thinking, like, you know, if my clips are about 10 minutes and there's about 30 of them, be saying like, hey, I thought you said the games would be about 2 hours. It is 2 hours, but I only managed to I left 30 minutes in 30 minutes left, and in between the clips there are short clips where I'm doing insignificant stuff, just like waiting in the respawn point, probably getting ready, looking at the ground. That doesn't really show much action, so most of these clips are just compiled into action parts. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of people coming in. They got shot. I think most of them were the same spot as me, the barrels. So yeah, so some of it I did went out to actually get more paint, and off we go again. So that's what, my 4th time. So I saw this I didn't see this entrance before. So once I saw someone coming out, I just like, you know what, let's go in. And lo and behold, we're inside the building actually. As you can see, it's quite derelict. It's like totally run down. You can only imagine what's happening at night. So yeah, just like defending, everyone's camping. So there are a few other blue team members here. As you can see, they managed to overrun the barrel point. So now it's just camping, and the worst part was the paint doesn't reach them at all. The distance was quite a bit too far for us to actually hit them, and it's vice versa. They can't hit us, we can't hit them. So it's a stalemate, and we're just wasting paint. So to actually be of use, either we need to go forward or they need to come forward. So what I didn't focus much in the morning session was the left flank. The left flank, I did manage to see the red team coming from the left flank, and I tried to actually intercept them, but I couldn't find a way out to the left flank from the building. So you'll see that I actually explored this building a bit. So there I actually saw people in tree line, and I'm actually trying to find ways to actually push the red team back. So yeah, the camera angle is what I was talking about. It was a bit too high up. I didn't angle it down a bit. So yeah. As you can see, I was adjusting the elevation of my shots, because for markers, they don't really, you don't have to zero in, but I noticed that my marker, whenever I shot them, it tends to travel more to the right. So if I'm trying to attack my 12 o'clock, probably aim it at 11. I don't know why is that. You'll see that in the afternoon session. So I'm just trying to elevate my shots to increase the distance. So you can see other players camping here. So yeah, I've already seen the red team in the tree lines. So I'm trying to find a way out to actually help the left flank. As you can see, the place is quite derelict. I'm trying to find a place to actually get out into the left flank. And I think this is the part where my shoe really got dirty, and it wasn't the best idea to actually wear my sneakers in. As you can see, it's quite derelict. No exit points. Yeah, I did try and find ways out, but yeah, I didn't go in here because it was too dark and I didn't have flashlight. So they did tell us to be careful, because yeah, you can see here I did hit my head on that pole there. So I couldn't find a way out, so I just continued the battle from here. I'm not sure if any of the glass broke, but it would have been tempting to actually just defend from the glass, the window panes. As you can see, there was no movement here. The raid wasn't advancing. We were saving our paints, because at this point, like if you remember, I said that my army bottle was full of paint, and I lost that for this round. So that you can slightly see that my shots were not going straight; they were going more to the right. So yeah, I left my bottle in the satellite area. So basically, I was about out of paint around the end of the morning session. So instead of just spamming our paints at the red team, which weren't advancing, we decided to just cool it off, save our paints for when we really need them. So everyone, the guy next to me agreed that they were out of range. We should save our paints. My pot's about empty. Not much that we can do except wait them out. I thought they were returning fire, but actually the girl behind me was actually taking shots at them. So I didn't want to obstruct her view, so I went to another window pane to actually help out. But it was only just a matter of time before I ran out of paint again. I mean, before this I didn't post the clip up because it was not a lot of action. So I did went back to base camp to actually to refill my pot. So you can see I'm trying to find a way to actually go to the left flank, because apparently in hindsight I saw pictures that the left flank was heavy. They were getting shot at left flank. So red team managed to attack from right flank and shift to the left flank. They execute their movements pretty well. So I know I'm not respawning, just walking towards the main entrance, where I would think that I'll be closer to actually fire a few rounds. You can see that they're shooting the window panes. It was quite an intense game, because we were being overrun. We're getting wrecked, boys. So I met Jonathan again here on out, and yeah, we decided to go up top, because I saw the stairs, and I remembered them saying that in the second floor, just take care. So I managed to get up to the second floor, and luckily for us, we had the advantage of height here. I mean, if you time it right, we could get a few shots out and just sail it over the barrels and the armored tanks. The armored tanks are actually the Zorb balls that's being rolled around. So yeah, again, we try to avoid those dark places, because yeah, we don't know what's inside, and there's no flashlight, so we don't really know. We don't wanna get to places where it might be trapped. Okay, so here you can see that I'm shooting a few rounds, and they were making the advances here. So as you can see, a lot of them were shooting out. So I went to the left, and this is where I totally busted my knee. It didn't hurt then, but after the adrenaline wore off, it did affect me the next day, which is today. So you see, I was trying to go for a slide, I tripped and fell on my knees, which was why knee guards were actually very, very useful. So I was shooting, and I got tagged the 5th time for the morning session. Really quite a bummer. And at this point, I was beat. I had no energy left, and I decided to just walk back. I know if I probably could have gotten shot here, so I quickly took my hand up, walked back to respawn point. This is where I thought I would just get some more paint, because by then my port was done. More paint and I'll probably come back, but I thought better of it. I mean, I was quite beat. The weather was hot, so just you can see there was a lot of guys in the respawn point. Came into respawn point, told the ref I'm just gonna get some paint, just walked off. Okay, so that's the end of my morning session. So I hope other guys with GoPros, SG4000, section cameras will post up their point of views, because I saw some with very, very intricate, I would say intricate, very nicely placed spots. Like I saw one on the barrel cam, chesty. One even had one first person shooter, which looked quite promising. So I really hope I can see their point of view. So yeah, this part I'm just walking back to camp. You can see me. Hi. Okay, I just banged the thing against my pot. So I'm just walking back. You can see that my shoe's totally blacked out. Should not have been playing with that shoe. And so I'm done for the morning session. I'll upload this up, and I'll probably do the afternoon session tomorrow, because I'm out gonna head over to a soccer match. Football. It's football. It's never soccer. It's football match soon. And I'll catch you later. Prime out.